office here. They were just doing a field sobriety test on the lady that they have here in cuffs, and she was phenomenal at it. They had her walk a line over there. They also had her, do the 1 foot up. She stood 1 foot up for almost 30 seconds without, stumbling over. The 2 cops that were here couldn't even do it for more than 5 seconds. She had they had her walk one of the lines over here, perfectly fine. Didn't stumble, didn't anything, but they're doing a breathalyzer test on her right now. There's another person that's here. In the event that she does get, Jesus Christ, in the event that she does end up going down to whatever substation, I've got, there's a passenger that was with her. I'm going to provide her a link with the evidence supporting the fact that she didn't. She passed the FSTs with flying colors. Anyway, for those of you tuning in, I was kind of briefly going on over what happened. So we got a lady here in cuffs. They did a field sobriety test on her. They had her walk a line. She did perfectly. Then they did like the whole thing where you have to like lift one leg up. Bro, she literally stood for 29 seconds, almost a full 30 seconds without stumbling. The 2 cops here couldn't even do it for more than 5 seconds when they were trying to do the example. This female deputy, she'd stumbled over at about the 5-second mark, and big boy over here couldn't do it for more than 3 seconds. After she'd done it for over almost 30 seconds, big boy put her in handcuffs, brought her back over here to the car, then asked me if I needed anything, even though he'd asked me about 5-10 minutes prior to that, and I told him no, I'm good. Anyway, so he approaches me again and is like, do you need help with anything? I said, no, I'm good. I'm just waiting for you guys to finish whatever it is that you're doing so that the female that's over there, yeah, exactly, no body cam, no dash cam, no audio recording, no nothing. Anyway, so he was saying that, oh, well, since you have evidence of it, I'm going to have to get, evidence of it, da-da-da-da. So, I told him, absolutely not. He's like, oh, well, I could seize your phone. No, you cannot. It's not my fault that your corrupt sheriff wants to prevent you guys from having any sort of dash cam or body cam. That's not my problem. And in fact, actually, if somebody could real quick, exactly, can someone real quick pull up case law on that? That cops cannot just seize a bystander's phone because it has evidence. They have to get a warrant. I know there's case law on it. It's been a minute since I looked it up, but he was trying to tell me I had to walk like all the way down there to film. I'm sorry, but I'm like 20 feet away. That's plenty. All right, thank you. So it was Riley v. California, 2014. Thank you. Appreciate it. So they're having her do a breathalyzer test now. Got another one showing up. Low key, it kind of looks like a young Grady Judd. And then for those of you that don't know, this department, the Sheriff Grady Judd, has explicitly stated no body cams, no in-car cameras, no nothing. So they have no recording whatsoever. To my knowledge, it also, I want to say that also includes dash cams. I don't even think they have dash cams in their cars. Bro, for real. Yep. That's why a lot of them have lacked any sort of like actual education when it comes to the law. I have sources, but like the thing is like they literally scrape the bottom of the barrel. They don't want people that are use logic, or appear too logical. All right, well, so I guess the first one probably showed that she wasn't inebriated, so they're having her redo the test. So they're having her blow in it for about 5 seconds, and then he's telling her to stop, and then having her redo it. Now, from what I've seen as far as breathalyzer test goes, you're supposed to go until the little light tells you that you're good. Otherwise, it can give you a bad... it can get you a bad reading. But she's talking perfectly fine, not slurring her words. There's another female that's in the car with her, and it's even like, yo, what the hell? Like, when they threw cuffs on her and, like, she came out, like, I was static recording earlier, but then this guy started popping off about, oh, well, I'm going to seize your phone, so I figured I'd go live. But anywho, yeah, the other female that's in this vehicle, when they had her over here, or the lady that's in cuffs right now, she was standing over here right after they were doing the field sobriety test, or during the field sobriety test. They'd done the last test where she had, you tell it to you, like, keep your foot up and see how long you can balance on one foot. For those of you that didn't hear it at the beginning of the video, she'd done it for about a good 29, almost 30 seconds before putting her foot down. Big boy over here couldn't do it for more than 3 seconds, and then the female deputy over there was saying that they may have to cut her loose. If not, I'm literally going to be providing footage. I went and told this lady over here that I provide evidence, and that's when big boy over here was saying, "Ooh, if you got evidence, I can seize your phone." Because the thing is, he doesn't even know how many people are out here filming. I'm not the only one. They're trying to get her to release all that stuff, so.
Hello, sir. Can I ask you a quick question? I know you're a First Amendment auditor.
I'm not a First Amendment auditor.
Okay. No?
Please don't say that. I'm not a First Amendment auditor.
Okay. Okay. Well, I was just wondering, do you have a... I assume that's what you were because you were recording our interaction, which is fine. I don't care. I was just wondering if you had a YouTube channel or something. Or had pamphlets.
I'm not going to answer any questions. I'm sorry.
Okay. Just a concerned citizen? Just a concerned citizen?
Just a law-abiding citizen.
All right, sir. Well, you have a good night, okay?
You too. Is she being arrested?
Yes, for DUI.
Okay. And she blew?
Yes, sir.
She did? Okay, cool.
Yep.
Do you have an event ID or case number?
You can look it up in the clerk's office later on.
Okay, well then can I get some sort of identifying information then?
My badge number is 8725. My name is Register.
Register, you can't provide me with the event ID or anything?
Were you involved in this incident, sir?
No, but it's public record. I mean,
you can call up to the sheriff's office and do a 119 request.
Okay, whatever. Are you done with the traffic stop?
We are trying to work out how the vehicle can be picked up.
Okay.
So for right now, the traffic stop's still ongoing.
Okay.
All right, sir. You have a good evening.
All right, since the traffic stop's over, they said the only thing they're doing is just trying to figure out a way to get the vehicle out of here. God, I fucking hate that. Oh, you're a First Amendment auditor? Fuck out of here. That is actually kind of interesting. I appreciate the information. All right, for those of you that have just tuned in, dirtbag. Anyway, for those of you that just tuned in, they just did a field sobriety test on this lady who passed with flying colors. They had her walk on the line over here. She never stumbled over. I've got all that on static cam. They also had her do the, lift one leg up and then like stand still. She did it for about 29 seconds before she put her foot down. Officer Tubby over there that just came up, that was up here earlier. No, they don't. It's just, how they are. They could have easily just parked in on the other side. But they'll claim that they need to block the sidewalk. But she keeps pointing over here because I told her, hey, like, I can give you footage of the field sobriety test to give to your friend's attorney. But I think they're trying to tell her not to come over here. So done. Oye. Alright, so they're done. Yeah, so they're pretty much done. They're just trying to figure a way to get the thing done. So, give me a second, guys. Hola, ¿se habla inglés? No, muy poquito. Alright, guys, I'm gonna end this. I'll be back.
pieno.